Well, on our side, the right side, the proper side. I mean, I love the car, I just don't like being ripped off by Germans.
It's made in France. It's made in France.
Yeah, Vichy France.
The thing for me is still that gearbox. It's just hopeless. You know, the moment it builds up, the revs rise, you hit the lever and the whole world pauses with you and waits. Nothing happens for so long.
The thing is, it's a gearbox, OK? It has one job to do, one job.
Exactly.
Pull the lever. Am I a pencil? Am I a cauliflower? Am I a nuclear power station? I'm a gearbox! Oh, heavens, I'm swap some cogs around. It takes forever.
Precisely. It's not like it's working through a list. And the problem is you're going to be using it a lot because, obviously, that buzzy little 600cc engine, you're changing gear all the time to do
I was
that.
wrong.
Ah.
Admission time, it's actually a 700cc engine.
Oh, well.
Makes all the difference. It's 0.7 of a litre.
Yeah, that is still very small, and it still has Hugh Grant as a gearbox.
Yeah. It's a pity, really, because we like the smart, but we think not. And that gives us another problem. Because, you see, you can't have the Volkswagen Beetle either. And let me explain why, OK? Now, with most convertibles, the windscreen is sort of here. But this is like a convertible people carrier. Got this huge dashboard that people can play football on. You need binoculars to see if the wipers are working.
And that leaves us with the Ford Street Car. Now, it is a very, very good little car. It does everything it sets out to do, and it does it very well. But you cannot possibly drive this car if you're a man. Seriously. Look, there's a man in the car, and he is clearly wearing a dress. Is he not?
Are there any men here who would think of buying this car?
Precisely. Would you? Anybody?
No? OK, now, this being a Top Gear audience, you're all car enthusiasts, so I know you haven't got wives or girlfriends. So you brought your sisters with you. What about the girls? Hands up, all the girls who would like to have this car. Oh, sort of, that's why. Are there any girls who wouldn't? You? Well, put your hand up, then. It's not a difficult instruction. It's the trouble, brothers and sisters, they're all related. It's true. I was talking the other day to a guy from Ford. I don't know who he was, wore a suit, had biscuits in meetings. Anyway, he said 80% of these are going to be sold to women. So who's going to buy the other 20%?
So, what does a bloke do if he wants to buy a two-seater open-top sports car? He does what he's been doing for the last 14 years and buys a Mazda MX-5. Anyway, the cool wall. Where do these cars go? And remember, this is nothing to do with dodgy gearboxes or value for money. It's just how